This is the most expensive fruit that I have ever bought in my entire life, and I've been buying a lot. So this guy is gift wrapped for me, like a little present, and rightfully so, because this is one of the most notoriously expensive fruits in Japan, and it is a la carte. We did not get a prefix for this, no. This is a Miyazaki mango, which cost $80. And I think this is going to be the most expensive thing that I buy in Japan. And I just kind of had to, because this is like notoriously like one of the most expensive fruits in the world.
In Japan, farmers are nurturing a special mango variety, prized for its exceptional flavor and appearance. Cultivating these mangoes demands careful attention, but the results are truly remarkable. However, such exclusivity comes with a hefty price tag. A single mango can fetch as much as $1,000. Despite the labor-intensive nature of the crop, the delicious outcome justifies the effort. Join us as we unveil how Japanese farmers are harvesting the world's most expensive mangoes. Miyazaki mangoes are special fruits grown in Japan, part of the Anacardiaceae family. Miyazaki, a prefecture in southern Japan on Kyushu Island, is one of the main spots for mango farming in the country. The prefecture's vibrant red mangoes, sold as Kanjuku mangoes in markets, are praised for being ripe and good to eat. These mangoes are grown in greenhouses and left on the tree until they're fully ripe. When they're ripe, they drop from the tree but are caught in a net to prevent any damage from hitting the ground. It's worth noting that most Miyazaki mangoes belong to the Irwin variety, originally from Florida. These Irwin mangoes make up more than 90% of the mangoes grown in Miyazaki. They're sometimes called apple mangoes in Japan because of their deep red color and roundish shape. Their signature red color comes from getting plenty of sunlight. Some farmers even hang mirrors in their greenhouses to reflect sunlight onto the fruit, giving it that rich coloring. Miyazaki mangoes are sold ripe and ready to eat, loved for their sweet, juicy flesh, and are best enjoyed fresh. To understand why these mangoes are so cherished in Japan and the whole world, let's look at the history of Miyazaki mangoes in Japan. These top mangoes in Japan are sold under the brand name Taiyo no Tamago. Although the mangoes account for less than 15% of the Miyazaki mangoes produced in the region, they are rare fruits sold as a luxury gift. Taiyo no Tamago is translated to mean egg of the sun and was named for its oval shape and deep, rich coloring developed from the region's ample sunlight. In order for a Miyazaki mango to be selected as Taiyo no Tamago, the fruits must be at least 350 grams in weight, have a uniform, oval shape, a sugar content of 15 degrees or more, and have a red coloring enveloping over 2/3 of the fruit's surface. Each mango chosen for Taiyo no Tamago is branded with a black and gold sticker and is packaged very carefully to protect the fruit's delicate skin and flesh. Taiyo no Tamago mangoes have historically sold for over $4,000 for a pair, and the fruits are often sold at department stores and high-end fruit retailers. The rare fruits are given as gifts for weddings, work events, and other special occasions as a sign of respect. While Taiyo no Tamago mangoes are often regarded as one of the most expensive mangoes, Miyazaki mangoes, in general, still cost around $50 per fruit due to their meticulous cultivation requirements. The mangoes are celebrated during Miyazaki Mango Day, an annual festival honoring the region's famous fruits on May 25th. On this day, visitors can attend mango-themed events across the prefecture and also sample local growers' fruits. Miyazaki mangoes are grown in Miyazaki Prefecture, Japan's second-largest producer of mangoes. Mangoes were introduced to the prefecture in the 1980s. Shoichi Tate carried Irwin mango seeds from Okinawa and planted them in the area, later named Miyazaki mangoes. Mango cultivation began in Miyazaki in 1984, when Japan Agriculture Saito toured a facility in Okinawa and encountered several trial mango trees. The Japan Saito visitors were impressed with the flavor of the fruit and eventually built climate-controlled greenhouses in Miyazaki to grow mangoes. It wasn't until 1988 that the first mango harvest in Miyazaki occurred, and the majority of the mangoes in the region are Irwin mangoes, a variety created in Florida from a cross between Hayden and Lippon's mangoes. Irwin mangoes were bred in the 1940s and sent to Japan for commercial production. In the early 21st century, the top Miyazaki mangoes that met strict requirements through the J.A. Miyazaki Economic Federation were given the highly coveted label Taiyo no Tamago, a prestigious brand name for the luxury fruit market. Today, Miyazaki mangoes are grown in Kushima City and Nichinan City in Miyazaki Prefecture, Japan. When in season, they are sold through select grocers, department stores, and fresh markets in Japan. This highly sought-after fruit is a source of potassium to balance fluid levels within the body, fiber to regulate the digestive tract, and calcium to build strong bones and teeth. The variety also provides vitamin C to strengthen the immune system, vitamin K to assist in faster wound healing, magnesium to control optimal nerve functioning, and other nutrients including iron, vitamin E, folate, and B vitamins. The Taiyo no Tamago are no ordinary mangoes. They are used for a wide variety of things. Let's take a look at the different ways in which Miyazaki mangoes are used. Mangoes are used in many cuisines around the world, and Taiyo no Tamago isn't an exception. Sour, unripe mangoes are used in chutneys, that is, mango chutney, pickles, dals, and other side dishes in Indian cuisine. A summer drink called Ayam Panna is made with mangoes. Mango pulp made into jelly or cooked with red gram dal and green chilies may be served with cooked rice. Mango lassi is consumed throughout South Asia and is prepared by mixing ripe mangoes or mango pulp with buttermilk and sugar. Ripe mangoes are also used to make curries. Amras is a thick juice made of mangoes with sugar or milk and is consumed with chapatis or puris. The pulp from ripe mangoes is also used to make a jam fruit called mangade. Andhra avakaya is a pickle made from raw, unripe, pulpy, and sour mango, mixed with chili powder, fenugreek seeds, mustard powder, salt, and groundnut oil. Mango is also used to make dal and chunda, sweet and spicy, grated mango delicacies. They are also used to make fruit preserves, murabba, a sweet grated mango delicacy, amchur, dried and powdered unripe mango, and pickles, including a spicy mustard or mustard oil and alcohol. Ripe mangoes are cut into thin layers, desiccated, folded, and then cubed. The fruit is also added to cereal products such as muesli and oat granola. That's not all. They also act as sources of juices, smoothies, ice cream, fruit bars, raspados, aguas frescas, pies, and sweet chili sauce, or mixed with chamoy, a sweet and spicy chili paste. In Central America, mango is either eaten green mixed with salt, vinegar, black pepper, and hot sauce, or ripe in various forms. Pieces of mango can be mashed and used as a topping on ice cream or blended with milk and ice to make milkshakes. Sweet glutinous rice is flavored with coconut and then served with sliced mango as mango sticky rice. In other parts of Southeast Asia, mangoes are pickled with fish sauce and rice vinegar. Green mangoes can be used in mango salad with fish sauce and dried shrimp. Mango with condensed milk may be used as a topping for shaved ice. Ripe yellow or red mangoes aren't the only ones that can be used. Gaw green mangoes can be sliced and eaten like a salad. In most parts of Southeast Asia, they are commonly eaten with fish sauce, vinegar, soy sauce, or a dash of salt. Plain or spicy, a combination usually known as mango salad in English. There is no doubt that these mangoes are expensive, given the amount of effort put into cultivating them and the wide variety of things that they can be used for. But how expensive are they? In 2016, the world looked on speechlessly as a pair of mangoes sold for 500,000 yen. That's almost a whopping $4,000. But they weren't just any mangoes. They were Taiyo no Tamago, otherwise known as Egg of the Sun, stunning, plump, red, perfectly unscratched, and incredibly sweet mangoes that are farmed in the Miyazaki Prefecture of Japan. Every April, the best mangoes from the fruit-growing prefecture are auctioned off at Miyazaki Central Wholesale Market. But here's the cut. Although farmers in Miyazaki dedicate an entire year preparing these mangoes for auction, there's no guarantee that the fruit will fetch such a high price. That's because before reaching the auction table, a mango has to be perfect inside and out, yet they are kind of difficult to grow. So why are Taiyo no Tamago mangoes so difficult to grow, and what makes them so expensive? As mentioned earlier, mangoes farmed in Miyazaki are from the Irwin mango variety, a type often referred to as apple mango, as it turns red when ripe. Irwin mangoes are pretty common, are also grown in other parts of the world, and are sold at much lower prices. But Miyazaki mangoes still sell for ridiculously high prices. This is because the exclusivity of Taiyo no Tamago is not tied to which type of mango it is, but rather to the care it receives. To generate buzz at the auction, a mango needs bees. To increase their odds of success, farmers usually rent bees during the flowering season. One of such farmers is Takuya. Bees play a very important role in the pollination of plants, as without them, mangoes would not grow as big as desired, if they grew at all. If a plant keeps flowering as the farmer wants, it can survive for as long as 35 years. Takuya's plants are 20 years old and they've grown a lot. However, here's another twist. Even if bees do pollinate the plants, it doesn't necessarily mean that all mangoes will qualify as Taiyo no Tamago this season. Only those that are in good shape, visibly contain pits, and are in a good position will be given a chance. To successfully grow one, everything in the greenhouse needs to run smoothly. The temperature must be constant, the room ventilated, the air dehumidified, and the mangoes protected from gravity. When everything else is in place, the farmer's priority is the sunshine. If a mango slumps into the shade, the farmer will tie it with a string to bring it back up. And to make sure that sunlight touches every part of the fruit equally, he developed these light reflectors out of milk cartons. Regardless of how much it's worth, Japanese farmers treat every mango with respect. In return, every mango repays them with a unique flavor. Takuya has been growing mangoes for 16 years, a craft he learned from his father. This year, he grew 9,500 mangoes in his greenhouse. They're now ready to be inspected to see how many of them have earned the coveted Taiyo no Tamago title. The first inspection is done by the human eye. Inspectors closely analyze each mango's appearance to ensure they are red throughout, with no hints of green at the bottom. Then a machine sorts them according to sugar content, weight, and size. These inspections sort the mangoes into 5 grades, 2 of which are Taiyo no Tamago. The mangoes will now make their way to Miyazaki Central Wholesale Market for the auction. All the care and hard work that Takuya and other farmers in the prefecture put into their fruit is leading up to this very moment. The hope is to match or exceed the previous figure of 500,000 yen. The auction has officially begun at the Miyazaki Central Wholesale Market. This year's 500,000 yen is 300,000 yen higher than last year and matches the 2019 record. The farmer who grew these mangoes is Takuya. It's the 3rd year in a row that his mangoes fetch the highest price at the auction. They have been bought by a department store in Fukuoka. The recent outcome was a successful one for Takuya. But even in a country with a strong gift-giving culture like Japan, it's not always guaranteed that such a luxury fruit will find a buyer at an auction. After flowering, fruiting, harvesting, and auctioning, Takuya's mango plants are ready for a new season. And the hard work isn't over yet. Surely cultivating a fruit as expensive as Miyazaki mango cannot be without its problems. Otherwise, the price tag would not be justified. Let's take a look at some of the challenges involved in the cultivation of these sweet fruits. The challenges are usually mostly faced by small-scale farmers. Without overcoming these challenges, their fruits are unable to make the Tayo no Tamago label. The first hurdle faced by small-scale mango farmers is the fluctuating price of their produce. The market for mangoes is highly competitive, probably one of the most competitive in the world of fruits, and this can lead to a situation where prices are low at one time, but then rise sharply later in the season. Many farmers are unable to take advantage of these spikes in demand because they lack access to capital and cannot afford to store their produce until it reaches peak ripeness. In addition, many small-scale farms have been forced out of business due to competition from large-scale farms that have access to better resources and machinery than smaller operations do, and therefore can produce more fruit at a lower cost per kilogram. In addition to the challenges faced by small-scale farmers in general, mango farmers face several environmental challenges. The most prominent of these include climate change, soil degradation, and water scarcity. Climate change is one of the biggest threats to our planet's biodiversity and food security. It can cause extreme weather events such as droughts or floods, which leave farms devastated by crop failure or disease outbreaks. Though there are companies that work with their partners on ways to mitigate these risks through a better understanding of how different varieties respond differently under different conditions, so that farmers can make informed decisions about what varieties they grow in their area based on local climate conditions. The problem persists. Social challenges, including inadequate infrastructure and a lack of access to education, are another obstacle. These issues are compounded by the difficulty of finding labor, which is especially problematic during harvest season. The lack of access to modern farming techniques, technology, and equipment is another challenge that small-scale mango farmers face. To increase their production, these farmers need to be trained on how to best use the available resources and make them more productive. Surprisingly, these mangoes are not the only expensive fruits in Japan. Let's look at some of them. Fruits, with their glowing and vibrant colors, refreshing flavors, and various health benefits, are a staple in our everyday diet. They are an essential source of vitamins and nutrients, and are nature's generous gifts, accessible to all without breaking the bank. However, even though fruits are nature's gift to mankind, there exists an open realm of ultra-luxurious fruits boasting price tags that rival diamonds, designer bags, or luxury vacations. Yes, you heard it right. These most expensive fruits in this world are prized for their rarity and exceptional taste, with some being so sought after that they're even sold at auctions. One such fruit is the Yubari King melon, sold anywhere between $200,000 and $45,000 for a pair. Grown exclusively in the small city of Yubari, Hokkaido, Japan, this regal melon proudly wears the crown for being one of the most expensive fruits in the world. Melons cultivated in Yubari are given delicate care and attention. Dedicated attendants act as guardians, ensuring the melon's well-being by cleaning and monitoring them daily. These melons have become a status symbol and are cherished as special gifts. The Yubari King melon's exceptional flavor profile and distinct orange color perfectly go together. It has a delicious flavor, with hints of honey and sugary sweetness. The melon's flesh has a refreshingly crisp texture that sets it apart from other cantaloupe varieties which are typically mushier. Additionally, Yubari King melons carry an exquisitely sweet aroma, even before being opened, one that is unrivaled by other musk melons. Sourced from the picturesque prefecture of Ishikawa, Japan, the Ruby Roman grapes steal the spotlight with their majestic presence and are on the market for $8,000 per bunch. These magnificent grapes are known for their exceptional size, glorious ruby red hue, and sweetness that transcends the ordinary. Each grape is hand-picked and treated with the highest care, promising an excellent experience. The harvesting season begins in July, perfectly coinciding with the Ochugen holiday, a time when gift-giving is a common tradition. The grapes are raised in carefully supervised greenhouses, allowing growers to precisely watch their development to ensure maximum quality. These English pineapples sell for 1,000 to 10,000 pounds. Located in Cornwall, England, the Lost Gardens of Helligan is a wonderful horticultural marvel with origins in the 18th century. One of its most intriguing features is the Pineapple Pit, a unique structure that became the centerpiece for cultivating pineapples during the Victorian era. In the 18th and 19th centuries, pineapples were highly coveted and considered a symbol of wealth and status. Because of the harsh environment in the UK, growing pineapples was a difficult venture, making them a rare and expensive delicacy. However, the gardeners at Helligan came up with a clever way to grow these tropical fruits, which could take up to 2 years to bear fruit. This historic location showcases the creativity of horticulture techniques and represents the Victorian era's quest for exotic fruits, and now it is open to visitors. These are among the world's best pineapples in terms of flavor. But because of their fascinating history, the majority of these tropical fruits are sold at auctions, making them some of the most expensive fruits in the world. Japan is home to several of the rarest and most expensive fruits in the world. From Hokkaido, the second largest of Japan's islands, emerges the Densuki watermelon, a fruit that captivates with its charm. Its price range is set at $250 to $6,000. These watermelons have an alluring ebony rind and are as rare as they come. Only a few of these black treasures are produced each year, adding to their rarity and mystique. Each Densuki watermelon takes almost 7 to 8 months to grow to its full size. Rich in vitamins and minerals, the sweetness of this melon puts other watermelons to shame. Craving something less mainstream? Consider square watermelons, a Japanese innovation that will make you question the laws of fruit physics. With a price range of $100 to $800 each, these horticultural miracles are grown in glass boxes to take on an unconventional square shape. These limited edition watermelons are a testimony to human innovation and, due to their meticulous cultivation process, can command a premium price. The square watermelon has been available for purchase worldwide since 2014, saving you the extra cost of a round-trip flight to Japan. They are as juicy and hydrating as other watermelons, and they have the same flavor as their regular counterparts. Japan continues to enchant with its array of the rarest and most expensive fruits, and the white jewel strawberry stands as a testament to its allure. These strawberries, known as Shiroi Hausuki, or white jewel in Japan, have a white exterior with crimson seeds and an inside that is completely white when cut open. The whiteness of the strawberries indicates that they are ready for consumption, despite their appearance suggesting otherwise. These expensive treats, grown by one specific producer in Japan's Saga Prefecture, sell for roughly $10 per strawberry and rarely appear in grocery stores. They are frequently thought of as expensive presents and have special importance during the winter, making them popular Christmas and Valentine's Day presents. Savor the unique delight of Sembikia Queen strawberries, a treasure available only in Japan and for a limited time. These strawberries, often referred to as Nyoho strawberries, have an exceptional taste and a tempting scarlet hue. Named after Tokyo's esteemed fruit shop established in 1834, Sembikia Queen strawberries are a delicacy that embodies excellence. These strawberries retail for about $85 and come in packs of 12. Each carefully hand-selected fruit has a uniform shape and dazzling gem-like luster. These strawberries are protected from soil contact using raised cultivation techniques, which also maximize hygiene and reduce shaded areas. This approach results in evenly colored, glossy fruits that captivate the senses. Without the hassle of seeds, The Decapon citrus fruit is an amazing fruit that blends the flavors of oranges and mandarins. Due to its top-notch shape and weight of up to 1 pound per piece, the Decapon citrus delivers a delicious blend of rich sweetness and low acidity with its easy-to-peel thin skin and soft melt-in-your-mouth flesh. One of the best oranges in the world, it offers a delightfully scented fruit experience that is especially cooling on a hot summer day. The name Decapon is derived from the Japanese terms deco, which means bump, and pon, which stands for the Ponkan mandarin, the fruit's parent variety. Decapon oranges must meet strict quality requirements, such as having a sugar concentration of at least 13 degrees Brix and citric acid levels below 1%. Fruits that do not meet these requirements are typically labeled as Shiranuhi or Shiranui, named after the Kumamoto Prefecture where they were originally grown. Sekai Ichi apples have a price tag that is almost as hefty as the fruit itself, $21 for a single one. They stand out from other apple kinds like Fuji or Red Delicious with their excellent size and uniform appearance. These qualities are also principally responsible for their premium price. The attractiveness of these apples has a big impact on how well-liked and expensive they are. Additionally, Sekai Ichi apples, which roughly translate to best in the world, are quite challenging to cultivate. The cultivators methodically hand-pollinate and care for the trees in Japan, which serves as the primary commercial growing area for this variety. To achieve this amazing size, orchardists use unique techniques, which result in a time-consuming and expensive process. While this guarantees that the fruit that survives is enormous and nutrient-rich, the Sekai Ichi apple's scarcity raises the market price for them. Prepare to be enchanted by the Buddha-shaped pear, a lovely creation that has the features of chubby little Buddhas, including folded arms, happy faces, and round tummies. These are grown using plastic molds from China's Fruit Mold Company, which is known for its range of fruit-shaping supplies to produce everything from heart-shaped watermelons to star-shaped cucumbers, gnome-faced apples, and even peaches resembling human behinds. These fruits are so irresistibly cute that it becomes a challenge to decide whether to savor them or preserve them as cherished display pieces. The inspiration behind these unique pears stems from the legend of a magical fruit grown in the shape of Buddha. This fanciful design was the result of a diligent farmer, spending 6 years honing his craft. Legend says that eating one of these Buddha-shaped pears grants immortality, an enticing promise given that they are only USD 9 each. What do you think about Miyazaki mangoes and why are they so expensive? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're here, click on the video on the screen for more content like this one.